have the July Boxycharm unboxing and try on for you guys. As always, I will have timestamps down below. This box is sent for review purposes. This is my PR box. I also do videos on my regular boxes that I pay for myself, so be on the lookout for those. They do give me a link that if you use my link down below to sign up for Boxycharm, I do get compensation. I love to be upfront with you guys about that. So I did this summery, kind of very bronzy look using this box, and you will see that in the try on portion. Right now, let's jump into the unboxing. So this month is called Sunshine, and I live in the Sunshine State. It's not fully sunshine. It's like sunshine until like 1 or 2 and then it rains. But we're gonna go ahead and jump in. Mine is the version number 27. And the first thing in here is the Clean Skin Club Vitamin C Brightening Booster. This is worth $49.95. This is what it looks like. It comes with 1 fluid ounce and it has pineapple, watermelon, green tea. It's supposed to help against UV damage and helps fight aging. I know vitamin C is also good for brightening the skin. I love the bottle. It looks very high-end and just... I do try this on in the try-on portion. I just took like a few drops. I'm probably going to give this to a friend of mine who loves skincare just because I am overwhelmed with how much skincare I have. So I will be giving this to him, but I love me a vitamin C. It didn't have really any kind of smell to it as far as like watermelon or pineapple, because it had watermelon and pineapple here in the front. I was like hoping that it had that smell to it, but it does not, even though I have heard that skincare is better if it doesn't have any kind of fragrance to it. So basically it's a serum that you add to your face day or night. I really like the fact that it absorbed really quickly and nicely into the skin, so it doesn't leave like that sticky feeling that a lot of serums do. So it seems like it would be a good one to wear during the day as well. Next thing in here is the Studio Makeup Endurance Cream Eyeshadow. It's supposed to be shimmer and shine. It's a lightweight, decadent formula. It's supposed to add like a glow, and it's worth $25. So the shade that I got is gold, and it's actually what I have all over my eyelid. I did put a eyeshadow down beforehand just because when I looked at it, it just looked super sheer, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. Right there, hopefully you guys will see it. If you can see, it's just like a hint of glitter, like a light wash of glitter. So I would definitely say this is better to build on top of an eyeshadow itself. It just kind of gives like a pretty glow. It's not anything like super extremely special or anything like that. I don't know, I expected like a little bit more. I would have really preferred it if it was very pigmented and looked like what it looks like in the bottle compared to just like a light wash of shimmer. But you know, it's okay. It's okay. So next thing in here is the Ace Beauty Bronze in Paradise palette. This is worth $30. Really excited when I saw this. The packaging is super cute. I absolutely love Ace Beauty. Their stuff is super pigmented, absolutely gorgeous. It does come with a mirror and 4 shades. I do feel like this is more for basically medium, tan, and deep skin tones. If you see there, they're very rich colors. I feel like if you are a pale babe, you will definitely have to be extremely light-handed or maybe gift this to somebody. You could also use these as eyeshadows. Super pigmented, very beautiful. I used a very light hand, and I actually used all the shades in here. I used the first 2 to just kind of like warm up my face in the try-on, and then these 2 as like my blush kind of shade, and they applied really nicely. I feel like this is something that I could use, but like I said, very, very light-handed. Next thing in here I was super stoked about. This is the mini version of the Alamar Cosmetics new birthday suit lip gloss. This is actually the lip gloss I have on my lips right now. This is worth $15. It is a pink diamond dripped lip gloss. This is to celebrate their 2-year anniversary. If you've watched, I have a get ready with me using only Alamar Cosmetics products, which hopefully you can find on my channel, or I'll try to leave up here. I absolutely love their products. I love their brushes. Everything that I've tried from them has been out the park. I love, love, love them. And this is just absolutely beautiful. I really want the lip liner to go with this, because if you've seen it on their Instagram, it looks absolutely gorgeous with the lip liner that goes in combination with this. I'm so excited that it came in here because it's so pretty. And I love their glosses. They're not like goopy and they give like that juiciness to the lips. So excited. And then the last thing in here is the Creme Shop, the Next Gen Blender Set. This is worth $22. And it is a duo of unique cut sponges, and I do go ahead and show this on the try on portion as well. So one of them is really dirty, as you can see there. I went ahead and tried using these for concealer and foundation on today. Really nice, soft, you know, very affordable brushes, very affordable sponges. For $22 for two is really nice because the Beauty Blender by itself is $25 if I'm not mistaken, or $20. So two for that is pretty good, even though there are really more affordable sponges out there. Like my e.l.f. one is like $4 or $5, and I definitely recommend that one. This is a really nice duo. This one is cut really weird and has like a really sharp edge, which I think would be really nice for those who like baking around their face. I'm not a fan of that, so I think that I'll probably just use the bottom part to do foundation. But this one is, out of the two, the one that I like the most, just because I feel like I'd get the more use out of it. And I wish it was slightly a little bit more pointed here, just so I could use that for concealer a little bit easier underneath the eye area. And it did come in this right here. Hopefully I'll put a little video here across the screen of how it looked like originally in the box, so you guys can see that as well. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the try on portion so you guys can see how I got these look right here and see how I tested everything out. For the try on portion, we're gonna go ahead and start with the Clean Skin Club Vitamin C Brightening Booster. I'm probably gonna give this away to a friend just because I have way too much skincare, but I'm just gonna take a few drops like it says. It says take 2 to 3 drops and just spread this all over your face. And it really absorbs really nicely. It doesn't have any kind of like weird scent to it. It actually has like a pretty clean smell. I wish it kind of smelled like watermelon or pineapple because those ingredients are in here. But they do say that skincare is better when it doesn't have any kind of smell or fragrance to it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put on my foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and just take the Studio Sculpt Foundation by MAC. This is in NC30. And we're gonna test out these sponges. So one of these is more like a regular beauty blender, and then this one is really flat. I would think that people could use this to bake if you're into baking. I'm really not a big baker, either food or foundation. So we're just gonna go ahead and put some on my little handy dandy tray, and we're going to see how this bounces. So let's go ahead and see how this applies. My foundation, I did not put primer on, and I'm just realizing that, and I feel a little naked, but it is okay. It won't be the first time that I've done my makeup and then afterwards you're like, I didn't put on primer, which I probably should, because damn, I have a lot of primers. Okay, so just really nice beauty blender kind of style application. It does really sheer out the foundation, make it look more natural. Just really blends it into the skin, which I love. Who doesn't love a good sponge? I am addicted to sponges, and we shall see. As far as this side, I wish it was a little bit more pointy. As you can see, there's like more rounded on the top, so we'll see how that applies my concealer. My foundation looks darker when I apply it on because because I am actually way more tan down here, and then I just match it to my skin. As far as like my neck, I do use like retinol. I use a lot of exfoliating properties on my face. I also don't take any sun into my face just because that helps keep you younger, and so I just match my foundation to my neck, and usually my neck is a little bit darker than the rest of my face. Okay, so this applies really nicely. Really like the sponge. Let me see how this one feels. Oh, this is nice too. I feel like this nice flat side, if you're not into baking, you could actually like use it just to kind of like, you know, if you use a brush, you can then use this like really nice flat side to just blend it all together and like make it look nice. And it says like it's easy. The straight edge is good for like contouring. They're travel friendly and they're good to blend liquid foundation. Is that it? Yeah. So, okay. So let's go ahead and test out a little bit of concealer and see how it blends out my concealer, and we'll go from there. Okay, so for my concealer, I'm just gonna use a little bit of my Smashbox Studio Skin 24 Hour. I'm just gonna put a little bit on the inner corners, just a dot on the outside. If you haven't been watching Robert Welch, you need to, because homeboy knows his craft. So I'm just gonna use this side and see how that blends out. I wish it was a little bit more pointy, but it still does the job. This one takes a little bit more work. Let me see how this flat edge works. This one does okay. I don't know, I'm not too fond of this for concealer. I'm really into, like, this is the e.l.f. sponge. This is $4. Totally recommend this. I love that this is like pointy on one end and then completely flat on the other, because I can do my foundation and then do my concealer, no issues whatsoever. So if you're looking for a good sponge, those are really good. But I'm always up for trying new sponges all the time, just because they're just fun to try out. So I'm going to finish the rest of my face and then come back on here and try on some of these other products. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna play around with is this Studio Makeup Cream Eyeshadow. It's in gold. I can just tell that it's not super pigmented, so I went ahead and laid a gold underneath. This seems more like a topper to me, so I'm just going to apply some on top, and yeah, I can definitely tell it's just like a glitter topper. And I'm gonna put some on the inner corner as well, and just really spread it out, and then maybe just use a little bit of a brush to blend that in. So let's see. Okay, so there it is on my right eye. You can see that it just gives like a hint of glitter to the look. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my left eye. Nah, not that sparkly or that pretty. I don't know. Not impressed. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and play with the next thing in here, and this is the Ace Beauty Bronze in Paradise. That's what the packaging looks like. It looks super pretty. Oh, these shades are dark. Wow, that is super dark. I feel like this would look really good on tan to very deep skin tones. We are gonna play around with this and see how this works on mine. And just kind of, I'm gonna go ahead and just play with these two lighter shades and apply that to my skin and see how that goes. Yeah, I can already tell that these lighter shades would work pretty good for my skin. And then I'd have to be super light-handed as far as the darker shades in here. These two other shades down here kind of remind me of the Alamar Cosmetic ones, where it's kind of like more of a light golden shade for the skin, and it just gives kind of like that nice bronzy look to the skin. And then I'm gonna go into both of these, just like tap on them gently and see, let me take that excess off and see if I can sort of use this as like all over the cheeks. I don't know if that looks okay. I feel like it's a little too much. So I would definitely have to be super light-handed with this. And I'm more of a medium skin tone, like light to medium. I use like just the beginning of a medium range as far as like shades go. Just for reference, I am an NC, what is this? An NC 30 in MAC. So I'm not like super light. I'm just like at the beginning of the medium range tone as far as skin tone goes. So yeah, I can still make it work for me, but I feel like anyone who's fair tone would have to be super light-handed with this. When I mean extremely super light-handed with this. I feel like this palette is definitely geared towards medium all the way to deep skin tones, especially those tan deep skin tones. But I love Ace Beauty. Their products are absolutely phenomenal, so I really, really enjoy this. And then the last thing in here is the Alamar Cosmetics birthday suit, and I'm so excited. I love Alamar Cosmetics. When this launched and sold out, I was kind of disappointed because I really wanted it, and now I'm kind of happy that it sold out because I got it in my Boxycharm. So I'm just applying this all over the lips. Kind of makes me want to get the lip liner now because I saw the combination of the lip liner of the birthday suit with the lip gloss is absolutely stunning. I love Alamar Cosmetics. None of their products have ever let me down. Yeah, I would definitely want the lip liner or use like a nude lip liner underneath this, but this is very beautiful, just very natural looking, and I feel like it will go with any look. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of my face, everything else, and then come back and give you guys my final thoughts on this box. For my final thoughts, I have to say I really like this box. I don't absolutely like head over heels love it, but I do like it. To me, the only dud in here is this Studio Makeup, a little glitter. It's nice, but it doesn't like, I expected a little more like pizzow, like more pop. Anytime I buy something in a single form, I want it to be something like extreme, something that's like a duochrome, very glittery, or like really ka-chow on your eyes. So I expected a little bit more of this, and just it being like a light wash, I was like, it's not something that I would pay $25 for. Like, I would want it to be like the Stila glitters where it's like super glittery on the eye. Everything else is something that I like. The sponges, the bronze palette, skincare is always a must, and then the Alamar lip gloss. Oh, I'm just so excited that this came in here because I love Alamar and I had missed out on this, so yay! Now all I have to get is the lip liner to do like the duo, and whoop, whoop, got it together. So as always, I will put the total value around here for anyone who is curious. Boxycharm is $25 a month now. They did bring up their price, but also the value of the amount of things in here went up as well. So just a little info. Let me know what you guys thought of this month's box. What did you guys get, or what are you excited about getting, or what do you hope you get in your box? I'd love to hear from you down below, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. You can follow me on my Instagram and social medias down there in that little down bar, and I will have other videos pop up here at the end, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.